And a big welcome to Ben, who's
Hello,
here
Holly.
this week. Lovely to see you.
It's a week-long play date.
It is. Thanks for coming back.
My pleasure, absolute pleasure. Where's the other fella?
Well, Phil is away. This week he's in South Africa. If you're following him on any social media, you'll see he's having an absolutely brilliant time out there, swanning about. He's actually there because he's having a holiday with Steph, but also he's doing some lovely films for us.
Fantastic. Is he
drinking lots of wine
in
yet?
Stellenbosch, in the wine region?
I imagine that's where he's firmly planted himself.
Enjoying himself. And is that him in a 356 Roadster?
I think that might be. I think that might be. Oh, Ben, you know your cars.
I know my cars. By the way, Top Gear, I know my car. I don't know my car. My first car was a Ford Escort. That's about as good as it gets.
Well, so I was away last week. It was half term for my children last week, so we had a lovely week last week. Bit of sad news as well.
Yeah.
I know. Well, our pet Roxy, who we've had for 11 years, sadly, it was a really strange thing. On Thursday night, she went to sleep and we came down in the morning and she just passed away in her sleep.
Oh,
so she, I know.
Hadn't been ill?
Nothing.
No problems?
Absolutely nothing.
How old was she?
So about 11.
OK.
So it was a real shock for everybody, and
I can imagine. You're a big part of the family, your cat.
Big part of the family, always been there for the kids, and it was interesting having to break the news to them,
of course.
and obviously to tell them about that Roxy had.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it's very emotional still, because it only happened last week. But I think it's in that part of the process when you've got children, you've got a pet, that the pet's now moved on somewhere else, and them understanding that.
Oh, they definitely. I mean, for all of us, I think it was a very big life lesson that they learned.
But what you want to try and do is you want to plot those moments as parents in the best, most constructive way possible, so the kids can deal with the emotion of the passing of the pet, but also in a positive way and not dwell on it too much, and which is the tricky thing, isn't it? And how do you navigate that? Yeah. Because you think back, because we had some bad news last week as well, because one of Jack's little rabbits got taken by a fox. Oh, God. Which was horrific. So he'd been through it as well, and trying to manage that process is really tough. So we thought we'd have a phone-in on this today, didn't we? For exactly that reason.
Yeah, because it affects so many people, and when you lose a pet, it's part of your family. It sounds a bit silly, and you do feel a bit silly when you're saying it. You're thinking, God, it's only a cat, or it's only, you know.
But it's not, though, is it? It's a huge part of your family. If you've lost a pet, perhaps someone in the family has lost a pet, you're worried about how you're going to cope with it, because lots of people, their pets can be their lives. Maybe you want to have a bit of time off to grieve, but you're worried about asking for time off. Or maybe your pet's ill and you're not sure how you're going to cope when they're going to pass. You're feeling guilty about maybe wanting a new pet as well. Well,
whatever your concern, our expert Diane James will be on hand. So if you've got a question for her, then give us a call, 08000 30 40 44. Calls are free from all consumer landlines and mobile phones. You can also email us this morning at itv.com. We need your emails by 11:15 today, and you must be 18 or over. We'll all do a bit of sharing.
Yeah, absolutely, which will help.
Group therapy today.
But if you've coped in a really good way, or you've heard how somebody has helped a child through this, then do let us know, because any sort of advice.
And how children react as well. That's what really shocked me, was that Belle was she's sort of just really wailing like this kind of thing, and Harry very calm and quiet, and then didn't really say anything, and then just before bed he went, "Have I been really brave today, Mummy, because I haven't cried?" And I was like, "Oh, it's all right. You don't have to be brave." And then he went. It was just an interesting thing. Anyway.
Yeah, let us know how you've done it, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later on.